Hello, this is just a quick video showing the Symmetrical energy triumph from the final boss in the Bow of the Disciple raid. I'm going to assume you know how to complete this encounter normally and just focus on the things you need to know for the triumph. This triumph is a little bugged. It says that all you need to do is ensure that any energy deposit is accompanied by another deposit within 5 seconds. However, if all you do is make sure you double dunk, you can still fail. We had this happen multiple times and I'll explain why. Not only do you need to double dunk, but you also need to make sure no one has the buff left over at the end of the dunking phase before the boss goes up to his arena. The game automatically removes the buff from anyone who still had it when this phase starts, but this is also what fails the triumph. Even though this person never dunked, the buff disappearing apparently counts. Also, the timing of the dunks during the boss phase don't matter at all. So I'll explain how we double dunked, but then also how to make sure no one has the buff at the end. So what we do is we assign 2 people to be splitters and 2 people to be dunkers. Splitters will always shoot the left crux in the air. They basically just pass the leeching buff between them. One of them will always be leeching, the other one won't have a buff at all. Dunkers are the ones who get the emanating buff and dunk into the obelisks. They will always shoot the right crux. Making splitters shoot left and dunkers shoot right ensures that the correct people always get the buff. It also stops the need to call out who is keeping the buff and who's dunking, since everyone already knows their role. I see teams constantly needing to say who's keeping and who's dunking, and I find our strat removes the need for this, so you can focus on dunking quickly. This is actually the strat I do for normal clears now too. Whenever we split the buff, we always double split. So the first person with the buff will stand on the plate, sharing it between the other splitter and the first dunker. Then we immediately split a second time, so that the splitter who just got the buff stands on the plate, giving it back to the first splitter and the second dunker. Now that both dunkers have the buff, they will get charged with emanating, and then we have someone call the locations where they need to dunk. In this video I'm calling the locations of where they need to dunk each time. Rheops and Drazcon are our splitters, Frozen and Hal are our dunkers. When they both have emanating, I will tell them where to dunk, and when they are in position I will call out 3, 2, 1 dunk. As soon as they've both dunked, we start splitting again and do the same thing for the second phase. The important change comes with the third phase though. Because we don't want anyone left with the buff at the end, we only split once in the third phase. This gives 2 people the buff. Whoever got the buff from this final split needs to charge it with emanating and then dunk. This ensures that no one has the buff left over at the end before starting the boss phase. During the boss phase, it does not matter if you double dunk or not. You'll see in this video we only dunk one at a time. I do this on purpose to show that the only phase that matters is down below. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out so you can see how we double dunk on each phase. I do have videos on each of the triumphs from this raid and the challenges when they release. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, it really helps me out. Thanks.